I can't stand a cigar that just is... No, I want this. I want to move with the cigar. Welcome back to the Pick Jimi Cigar Review. You can call me DJ, and today we're taking a look. Wow, everything. A car, a beep, bam. My Father Connecticut. Is that what it is? My Father Connecticut is definitely not your average Connecticut. With a combination of Habano and Criollo Nicaraguan filler, Corojo Nicaraguan binder, and an Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, you can expect flavors that dance and move as you smoke this cigar. Packed with flavors and sitting firmly in a medium-bodied package, this is one hell of a Connecticut, and you should expect no less from My Father's cigar. Now I'd love to tell you more, so grab a drink and a smoke if you got one, and let's get right into the review. My Father Connecticut. I have been smoking a lot of dark cigars lately, a lot of rich cigars, so I wanted to flip the script and get a couple light cigars. I also have a lot of work to do, so I wanted to get a big cigar. So I went down to my local tobacconist, and I had a gift card, and I was going to go there with the intent to buy one of two cigars, okay? One of three cigars. None of them were this one. Doesn't matter. In order to tell you more, we gotta stop yapping and start smoking. Wide open cold draw. Milk chocolate. Sweet, creamy milk chocolate on the cold draw here. Woo. Baby. So if you don't know, and you've never smoked a My Father cigar before, they have a very prevalent cooking spice to their cigars. I haven't smoked this one before, and thumbnail. This is fantastic. It's not what I wanted at all, but it's great. I wanted something light and creamy today, and this ain't it, Chief. But what it is spicy, nice cooking spices, a little bit of red pepper flake, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of cream to it. Loads of smoke. Nice bit of pepper on the retro. Fills your mouth with that signature My Father spice profile. It's not too spicy, but it's a nice rich mix of like cooking spices, pepper, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of chocolate. Just perfect, right on light up. A perfect little puff, right on light up. I like this 60 green gauge too. It just barely fits in my cutter, but it's a nice feeling of a hefty cigar. It's yeah, it's good. It's a good cigar right here. I like smoking My Father. Some of my first cigars were My Father cigars. It's a solid, it's right in between a light and a medium cigar right now. It's not super smooth and creamy, but it is smooth. It's a nice smooth tobacco. Really solid flavors there. Peppery, a little bit of spice, a little bit of flake, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of milk, chocolate, just a touch. Retro's got tons of pepper on it, Just good. Overall, fantastic start. I'm gonna love getting into this, and I'll catch back up with you shortly. Well into the first third now. Great cigar. Wow. Loving the quality of this thing. I wanted a nice big cigar with full flavors, great taste, smooth, complex. That's what I wanted today. I wanted something I could smoke for a while and enjoy it the whole way through. And so far, this guy right here, this is fantastic. Like I said, I've started out smoking my cigars on the stronger side, and then I dipped back into Connecticut's, and I like to wave back and forth between the two. But it's hard not to love a good Connecticut. There can be a lot of bad Connecticut's out there, horrible Connecticut's out there, but when you get a good one, when you get one that's not just grassy and boring, and you get one that has complex flavors and spices and still retains the smooth sweetness that is known for Connecticut's, boom, it's a freaking winner. And that's what this is right here. This is about a $9 cigar. It's worth every penny. This is a great smoke. This is a great Connecticut if you want something that's not boring. If you want something that has a lot of flavors to it. This is flavorful. Every single puff hits you with that full myriad, that full ride, that full blend of spice, of pepper, of sweetness, of a little bit of milk chocolate, maybe a touch of coffee. No leather, so fantastic. No earth, so double that. And also the finish, it goes through the whole flavor. There's a puff, there's a punch at light up, there's a smoothness, there's a oiliness that coats your mouth. That's in a nice way. It's a beautiful, smooth, look at that, gorgeous wrapper right there. Perfectly silky, smooth, really nice Connecticut shade Ecuadorian wrapper with Cuban seed, which is why it's so punchy. It's got a lot of go to it. It's got Corojo, it's got I think it does have Nicaraguan, and it also has Cuban seed, Habano, everything. Fantastic smoke, complex. What a great cigar. If you don't smoke My Father's cigars, you've never smoked My Father's cigars, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to pick them up. You need to get into them. You need to try the line because they're great. They're really great cigars and they're worth the money. There's a lot of cigars that are $10+, even like $7+, you know, $12+, all those different price ranges, which I still need to do the video on my theory, breaking them down because so far it's led me perfect on the money each time. They're not worth it. A lot of them aren't worth it. They're not worth their price point. They need to be in a different bracket. This one needs to be in an above bracket. This is about a $9 cigar and it needs to be in the $12 range. Honestly, the flavors from it, the consistency of it, it's burning slightly bad. It keeps wanting to canoe. It wants to canoe on me, but then it corrects itself every single time. It starts to canoe and then it corrects itself. I go to pick up the lighter and I look back and I'm like, you know what? It's going to get better. And that does. One drawback to it being so oily is it is getting very, lots of spitting. Lots of spitting. But this is from oil, not from gross flavors. So, and as we're ending the second third here, introduction of a bread note. Alright, well, before I keep smoking this whole thing right now and smoke it too fast, which I am, I'm going to set it down and I'll pick up at you in just a bit. We made it to the band. And here is what I have to say. Now, try that again. Oily cigar. Great though, really great flavors. We introduced a nice sweet bread note at this point. Lost a little bit of the pepper, but we have the baking spice, a little bit of the red pepper flake, and some bread. No leather still, no earth. Really nice, smooth, tasty tobacco as well. Take the first band off here. Clean as hell. Great cigar so far. Really know their transitions in that. I like this cigar a lot. A couple of really fun things. Mail truck. You can tell because of how rattly it is. I don't know if y'all picked that up on the mic or not. Alright, so a couple things I really like about this cigar. You don't have to babysit it. I'm doing work in the garage. I started smoking this on my lunch break. It's such a long and nice big cigar. It's going back. I'm having to work. Well, started smoking at the beginning of my lunch break, and I've only gotten to here. This is an hour's worth of smoke time. Really nice, solid cigar. It's exactly what I wanted. It's going to be about a 2-hour cigar probably at this point. Really great smoke. I set this thing down for about 5 minutes straight. Picked back up. No problems at all. Great smoke right here. Which is fantastic. The ash fell off. I was putting it on my little cigar rest here, and I put it down a little too hard. And sure enough, I bonked the ash just a touch, and it fell right onto the table. Not a huge deal, but it fell off in a nice solid chunk. It's still sitting in that chunk, so it's nice and tight. Great construction on the cigar. Quality construction. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad I basically got it for free by the mistake of a cashier for overcharging me, and then the assistant manager of the store came by and refunded me, but didn't know what he was doing apparently, and refunded me twice. So I basically got this cigar for free. I got 3 cigars for a total of $4. Retro still has plenty of pepper though. This is a nice cigar. It's not too smooth. It's solid, right on the cusp of like a medium cigar. It's mellow and light, but it's also got some body to it. So it's right like almost a medium. You know what I mean? It's right almost there, but I wouldn't call it a full solid medium. Like I wouldn't, the El Centurion CT. It's not as strong as that cigar as far as body goes. Flavor goes, it's much more of an explosive flavor compared to that cigar. There's a lot more pepper. There's a lot more baking spice. There's a lot more red pepper, lots of pepper on this cigar. Like I said, this is priced underneath its value. This is a cigar that should be in a bracket right above this one, and I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that. I'm never mad at that. I'm mad when it goes the opposite way, when a cigar is priced too high and doesn't taste as good or has the quality that it should for the bracket that it's in. This cigar, perfect. Let me pick up a chat at the next band here, and we'll see how good it gets. Cause so far, first 2/3, I'm liking. Nice, it's complex. It moves. It doesn't just sit there. I can't stand a cigar that just is. No, I want this. I want to move with the cigar. Loving it. All right, so. This is a McDonald's cigar, if you know what I mean, if you know what I mean. Taking off the next band, and because it's the Garcia family, it's clean. A bread note came in, a nice, like, fresh bread. Got into the mix with still the same kind of baking spice, pepperiness, the spiciness of the red pepper, which there wasn't a ton of it to begin with. Has died down. It was just a nice little hit of pepper. It's gone now. So now it's just like a nice peppery baking spice with a little bit of bread. It's nice. The tasting notes of it really are a lot of tobacco. It's got a lot of tobacco, but it's nice, smooth, kind of like aged tobacco flavors to it. Really quality, really good flavors to this. But if you're not a fan of tobacco in your cigars, which is a goofy saying, I know, because they are tobacco, but a lot of cigars have a lot more prominent flavors other than tobacco. If say someone, hello, we'll put you in the middle. Like, let's say you only smoke like acids, which typically don't have a lot of tobacco flavoring in them. The blues, anyways. You might not love this. It's very tobacco heavy on the back half. We're at a solid medium now, so it ramped up from like a medium, or ramped up from like a mellow to medium. Now we're at a solid medium. Planted its flag right in medium town, and it's good. It's a nice medium cigar. It's not anything that's gonna push anyone away. It's not overpowering. It's not like the Jaime Garcia. It's not that level of strength, nowhere near that. It's that amount of flavors though. Still really nice, robust flavors, just in a more mellow cigar. But back to this fantastic smoke right here. We're on the final third. I'm gonna nub it because it's nub worthy, and if you think it's not, well then it's not for you. You want to smoke this one. Think Jaime Garcia without the strength. Think Jaime Garcia without tasting it 5 days later, because that motherfucker you'll taste for a week. It's a good cigar. Definitely give it a shot. I'm a fan. I'll be buying more. I'll be buying more of the line. Eventually, I have so much more to try and so much more to explore, and I hope all of you will explore with me. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, and as always, you can call me DJ. Thanks for watching PJ. We'll see ya.